Hello there, it's Moira McDonald. I think I've finally figured out how my not how my camera works, but I have, as far as I'm aware, managed to finally link my camera wirelessly to my laptop, in which case the volume level on the videos should be considerably better than the last few that you've seen, because they were all shot with my camera, with my phone. So anyway, here we go. Incidentally, the dogs are in the house, so there's every possibility there might be frenzied running about and barking. So we'll hope that that doesn't happen, and we'll just get on with things. Right, we've got a wee junk journal made from a repurposed manilla envelope, as you usually do. In terms of size, I'm pretty sure it's something like 4 3/4 by 6 3/4 or something like that. Let's just check. That's 6.5 by, give or take, I think that's actually coming up at 4 1/4. Trust me to get it wrong, eh? You'd think I'd know by now, but there you go. Right, closure is a little piece of seam binding. The front is a decoupaged napkin. I think I got this napkin from Kristen at Rock Paper Treasures. She very kindly sent some stuff to me not that long ago. So it's made with that. It's a kind of greeny blue, and I also added a couple of wee bits of metallic paint, just that were in a kind of greeny bluey gold colour. Did one of those wee puff flowers and a wee bit of lace here, and a wee kind of blingstone pearl that's there. So we'll just dive in and see. Now there's quite a few things in this that are just a wee bit different for me, so we'll see how we get on when you have a look at it and see what you think. It's, as always, kind of vintage themed. Scrapbooking paper here. Everything's coffee dyed, or is it tea dyed? I think it's tea dyed actually. Right, tea dyed paper. Here I did one of those, Amity Bloom did a video recently where she was doing this with some paper collages to make tuck spots, so I've done quite a few of them throughout. This is just a stamped image. Gail did a video quite recently, Gail Agostinelli, or Lefty as she's more commonly known to me these days. She was talking about how she does get kind of sick of just seeing everything brown when it's vintage, and it's true. You know, it's 50 shades of beige, and it does get kind of boring after a while. So what I did with this was I used just some Distress Oxide inks, I think it was, and you know, just you rub your ink on your work surface, squirt it with water, and then just take your tag through it. This tag is in fact watercolour paper, and the image that's stamped on, there's also some text stamping in the background. This particular image is a So Susie stamp. So Susie stamps, to my knowledge, I don't know if you can get them in shops in America, but I've only ever bought direct from SoSusieStamps.com, and indeed Susie I know quite well, although I don't think Susie's running it anymore. I think she sold the business, but I keep in touch with her anyway via Instagram and the likes. Book page here with just a wee flower. Oh, a nice poppy doily, and here we go. This first of the wee different things. What I did here was, it's a Sue Wilson die for Creative Expressions, and a lot of her dies come in maybe 4 or 5 parts, and you use what you want, sort of thing. So what I did was I used the inlay part of the, there's also a wee stamped image of a postcard there, by the way, but you can't see it terribly clearly in the video, I don't think. So I used the inlay, but I didn't use the actual die itself that cuts the shape, so it's just an impression on the paper. I thought it was an interesting wee touch. I've done this with a few different dies in this book. Here I've done Amity Bloom again, it did, and who else was it? I think it was Rachel's Super Cute Creations had done a tag journal. I couldn't be bothered doing a whole tag journal, so what I did was I did a few pages that were just cut in the shape of tags from scrapbooking paper throughout the journal. I think there's 3 of them. Here we've got Gina from Firefly Studios 67 did a video the other day showing some things that she'd made. And sorry, that's just a wee tag. One of the things that she'd made was, instead of using paper clips, she used a hairpin, Kirby grip we call them in this country. I don't know what they're called in America. I'm trying to think. I'm sure I've heard the terminology before, but I can't remember what it is. But basically it's a Kirby. Now by Kirby, what I'm meaning is one of those. Hold on a minute. One of them. And it forms the basis here. It's on the outside of this paper, which is folded in half, and then it's just covered over. It's glued in, obviously, covered over with a wee bit of lace so that you don't see it, and then I've just added a couple of wee images to it. If you have a look at Gina's video, as I said, it's Firefly Studios 67. Gina links to the girl that she originally got the idea from, so you'll be able to see how to make them, because the girl breaks it down for you there. Can't remember her name, I'm really sorry. But again, like I say, if you watch Gina's video. Just a wee bit of ephemera here. That's a magazine advert from an old French magazine that I've got. And here I had digitally done some kind of distressed paper, and I just used that as the backing to save me from having to, once I've printed something, tea-dye it. Right, I'll put that back. The other beauty of this is obviously it means that that's quite attractive on both sides, if you know what I mean. You've got a wee bit of interest either side. Here I have done another Amity Bloom tuck, and again this is another one of Gina's ideas. Gina had done, in that video where she showed the Kirby grip things, she had also done a lot of Rolodex cards. I've got a Rolodex die from Sussex, and I just decided I would blitz it and make a few kind of wee tags and things. Because you know what it's like, every now and again you just think, I don't know what journal to do next. In fact, you know, I'm completely lacking inspiration. Let's come up with something. So I just watched her video and thought, I'll give that a go. So I did a few of them. A couple of wee bits of layering. I think they're probably tsunami rose type ephemera that's been shrunk down. Little paper flower that I made, and that's a Tim Holtz Stampers Anonymous die. Stamp rather. Incidentally, the dies have come out for these stamps, and I bought them, Sussex dies, and they're not great, I have to say. I mean, the cut, the only problem being there is one die in the packet that doesn't relate to any of the stamps. So I don't know what they did that for. But there you go. So I've bought them, so I'm stuck with them anyway. I mean, don't get me wrong, the ones that do work are good enough, they're fine, so you can use them, but it's just that they're not brilliant. You know, they tend to be cutting quite a bit bigger than the actual stamps are. Here we've got another Sue Wilson die for Creative Expressions, and I just used the insert again, which is a wee batch of hearts in the shape of a heart, and another one of the tags. And here I've done a wee pocket. This pocket itself opens both here and at the back if you've got anything that you want to stick in. I measured it all out. I made an absolute melee as usual. Measured it all out and stuck it down. And I had wanted to make it just that wee bit bigger, because I hate when you make a pocket and you go to put something in it and it's really quite tight. So there is, in theory, plenty of room. This has got like 4 pages the way it's been folded over, a concertina tag thing that I did. Obviously you can journal in the back again. Just some stamping and some images, some of which are Tsunami Rose, some are the Graphic Fairy, and some are from a disc. I bought a disc recently on eBay with lots of images of ladies and attractive children, as opposed to ugly children, because there are ugly children, I'm afraid. There's ugly women as well, and I do know some. wee stamp, a stamp I got, gave you a good laugh, I got some stamps from Wish. This is the first time I'd ever used them, but Aaliyah had been speaking about them recently. Aaliyah Pina. I'm not sure how you say your second name, Aaliyah. Please accept my apologies because I know I've done it wrong. She had bought some lace from Wish, so I had a look at Wish. Needless to say, I have ordered some lace, but I ordered some stamps. Some are really good. This is quite a nice stamp, and it comes with a die. I haven't used the die yet, so I don't know how that's going to pan out. But there's another set of stamps I bought, and they came from China. And somebody's going to have to pull whoever made them aside and say that destination does not have a name in it. It isn't destination, it's destination. So that was a stamp I couldn't use. There was another one with a couple of words in it which were meant to be French, and indeed they were French, but I translated it and it made no sense, and I thought, well, I don't really want to start using them because they just looked silly. So there you go. But I mean, the images, great. Just be very wary if you're buying anything from Wish with words on it, because you just don't know what you're going to be saying, or what it's, if indeed it's going to say anything at all. Right, doily, heart-shaped doily, ledger paper, another Sue Wilson die here. This is the last one I think in the book. Although obviously you'll see I cut both pages when I was doing this. I ran it through and did both sides, so you'll see all the same ones again. A couple of these stamps in the corner there. Scrapbooking paper, centre of the signature. Just did some stamping top and bottom. Obviously you can do your journaling there. Some more stamps. Book page here, and I'm not sure how this girl pronounces her name, but it's G-Care, G-I Care. And she's British, so I don't know what the G-I stands for. I don't know if her name's maybe Gillian or something like that. She did a video the other week. Basically, it was a tutorial showing you how to make a kind of corner pocket, a bit like Rita Donnelly's flip. Hello, Rita. But what she did was she folded up the paper and left it like that. I've come along and folded it. I've done tea bag folding before, and this is one of the normal tea bag folds. So I folded it up like a tea bag paper and stamped in the middle of it. So you can use it as a tuck, or you can open it out completely and use it for journaling if you want. Obviously you're going to have to find a way of leaning on it, the way it opens up. That's just a wee tag that's in there. That's the heart-shaped one again. Some composition square paper, bit of music paper, or another one of these tucks, Amateur Balloons tucks. Just a wee tag. And another one of my colourful stamped images, again using the distress ink. And it's on watercolour paper, so you can, or watercolour card. I don't really regard it as paper because it's really quite thick. You can journal on the other side, obviously. A wee bit stamping there in the middle of that design. Doily book page, another tuck, and another one of Gina and a Rolodex card idea. Just die cut a wee phone, die cut a stamped image. This is from Christie Art Design, and just a couple of wee bling stones and a wee bit of lace and some stamping in the background. These are sewn here as well, and hopefully you can see that okay. Here I did a wee envelope, a decoupaged a napkin onto, that's one of my wee decoupage buttons by the way, decoupaged a napkin onto a sheet of music paper, sewed round it and lined it with some tea dye paper. On the inside we'll just get a wee bit of ephemera, which is a page of advertisements from a magazine that I bought from the 50s. And again on the back I did the graphic of the tea stain paper. and another wee tag with a wee bit of metal bling on it, a wee bit of paint. This is the napkin, the excess of the napkin that's on the front cover of the book. And they belong in there, and there's a wee Velcro tag to hold that shut. Now, over and above that, there are other little tags and things to go in this. Wee tag I made with, again, decoupaged napkin on a piece of music paper, sewed it onto another piece of tea-dyed or coffee-dyed paper, a little bit of cheesecloth, and an image from that disc that I got. Here's just a bit of embroidery thread that I added for texture, and a wee bit of metal bling at the bottom. There will be ribbon to go through this, it's just they haven't dried yet. I was staining them with Tim Holtz, so I'll be putting the tire on that one, and on this one, which is another So Susie Stamps image. Again, watercolour paper. What I did was I used some of the Distress Oxides in this one as well, and then stamped it with an archival orange colour. Just to give it a bit of colour and make things a wee bit different. You know, just because it's old doesn't mean to say it needs to be brown all the time, but you do need to be very, very careful because you don't want things to be excessively vibrant in colour. Here's my, what I like to refer to as my Professor Calculus wallet. I saw Wendy from Wendy's Journal Adventures. Hi Wenders. Wendy did a video the other day of a little tag pocket, and hers went together dead smoothly. Needless to say, when I did it, what I actually did was I used a 12-inch piece of scrapbooking paper, scored it to make it fold up, scored my sides to fold in, cut off the other bits that I didn't need on that. I wanted my back to come up higher, and then I just used a Martha Stewart punch to cut along and just cut a wee semicircle there. There's a bit of tulle below this. It's tulle that my very, very good friend Lisa Owen gave me. Hello Lisa. I cut that out, and on top of that I've layered, I can't remember who I got this from, but it was somebody on Etsy. I've used them before, these particular images. Just shrunk it down, cut it out, used it just to add a wee bit extra interest. This could, if there were room in the book, be put in as a tuck. Do you know what I mean? Just glue down one side and the bottom, leave that side open. You could stick in there as well as using that for your tag. There will be a ribbon for this. It is a vellum image, and again just the scrapbooking paper that's been cut out, and I used a die to cut the centre shape, and a different die to cut the top, just to make it a wee bit more interesting. And you know, not all tags need to look like shipping tags. They can be jazzed up a wee bit if you like. So those go with the book. They're not in it just now because, like I said, I've got to put the ribbons in them still. And that's the book. So it will be for sale in my Etsy shop when I get myself organised. I hope you like it. If you've got any comments or any questions in relation to this, by all means leave me a comment and I'll get back to you. As I always say, I really enjoy keeping in touch with folk through the comment section. If there's anything at all that you want to ask, just give me a wee shout, and I'll see if I can resolve it. Oh, and I want to pass on a wee message. Caroline Fabritac, I started it just as a matter of interest, and it is really good glue. I enjoy that. It is very quick to dry, which is brilliant. In terms of smell, I know Marie Blundell had commented that she didn't like Fabritac so much because it's a bit smelly, and it smells a bit like, well, it reminded me of nail varnish remover or nail varnish. Having said that, I mean, I did it on a really sunny day, so the window was wide open and it wasn't too bad in here, but I could imagine if you were doing it in the winter, it's probably pretty stinky. But having said that, it is really good glue. While I remember, Marie, I would like to particularly thank. Marie did a video recently just highlighting a few folk that maybe other junk journalers hadn't come across, and she mentioned myself. Marie Blundell, I can't remember the name of the shop, on it, it's something like Journals at number 29, I think. Marie is excellent. She does wonderful journals, she does excellent sewing in relation to the journals. She's made fabric, not only fabric covers, but she's made fabric wallets sometimes for keeping things in as well. She's absolutely brilliant. If you don't follow Marie, please check her out as soon as possible, because she is really, really good. And thank you very much, Marie, for mentioning me. I think that's us. Trying to think. No, not really anything else that I need to say. Just thinking. No, I think everything's okay. Right, so as I've said, this will be up for sale in my Etsy shop, which is Bygones Cards. If you want to ask me anything about the book, give me a shout. I'm only too happy to talk to you. And thanks very much for tuning in. Hope you like my book. I'll speak to you all again soon. See you later, guys. Bye.